Hey guys, Rascal Yote here with another Legacy League, except I already did it, so I'm going to be going back through my replays. Wasn't recording at the time. I was pretty tired. My voice was gone or whatever. So I'll just quickly go over the list, and then I'll try to navigate Magic Online and Frankenstein together a video. So we have what I consider the core of the deck right here. You have your 22 lands. Most people play a flex slot land as a Guy's Cradle as the one extra. I'll get into our flex slots later. We have our 4 Moms, 4 Plow, our 4 Nobles. Your 2 Stoneforge, 1 Sophie, 1 Jitte. Your Teeg, Pridemage, Scryb Ranger, Ooze as your Green Sun 2 drop targets. Your 4 Thalia, your 4 Knights. Which leaves 6 deck slots. This is pretty stock. And then my flex slots, again, I'm just playing all 4 Stoneforge Mystic with the Batterskull. It's an easy to play threat that doesn't get completely dinked on by Wrenn and 6. We also have the bird, just 5th dork, flies, which is kind of neat, mostly just to produce black, as we have a lot of black cards in our sideboard. And my land flex slot is Thespian Stage, which means I'm also playing Dark Depths. This just lets you not play an actual game of Magic against just those really grindy control-y decks, like 4-color, whatever. Even like Wrenn and 6, they don't always get to hold up Wasteland for your stage depths. Or if your opponent plays a true name, you could just kill them. There's a lot of blue piles that just have trouble dealing with a 20/20 indestructible. A lot of the time, Edict's not enough because you United for it. And then our sideboard, I cut my Sword of Light and Shadow yet again because I always hate it. We have the Tormod crit back. I will never own Surgical on Moto. I think it's a waste of money. I'm just going to play Faerie Macabre. But I play Surgical on paper. I think this card ended up being better for a few games. Because I think it is a bit better than Surgical against Black-Red. But yeah, Surgical has actual text against Storm or Life of the Loam or whatever, or even against Show and Tell, you Thoughtseize them plus Surgical them, or you beat a Resolve Show and Tell and then you Surgical the rest. Whereas Faerie is just clean dead in that matchup. We also have Veil of Summer. This card's really good. You see against combo, we have 3 Thoughtseize, 2 Veil to make it, really early game interaction, plus some graveyard hate. But Veil's more so there because we're on the 4 Stoneforge package. You get to Veil cards like Abrupt Decay or Colligan's Command out of the 4-color deck, and they're just going to get whomped on by Batterskull. It's not so great against the blue-red decks that are going to have a Braid. So it's more so for the black decks. You also just get to Veil their Thoughtseize, and it turns it into 2-for-1. Same with Hymn, they hymn you. They pay 2 mana, and instead of them getting a 2-for-1, you get a 2-for-1 because you counter the Hymn and draw a card. So it's just sweet. We have our 3 Plague Engineer. I think it's just a solid card, and it ranches creature strategies. You also get to bring it against Storm, and just have it be a 2/2 that beats. That also says you can't lose to Empty the Horns. Ouphe is amazing. It's another Storm hate bear. Notice I don't have Canonist, just because I can Zenith for Ouphe, so it makes all my Zeniths live again once the Gaddock Teeg is dead. And then we just have a Knight of Autumn and 2 Decay. I was playing 3 Decay, but against Death and Taxes, or even I don't know, Show and Tell or something. More so Death and Taxes. You get into a long game where your Zenith isn't a disenchant anymore because they already used your Pridemage. So I just want the second one again. Because you have a bunch of Zeniths, and they'll start shuffling back, which will become relevant. So anyways, let's get into the games. I think I go to settings or whatever. Oh boy, we did it. Alright, so game history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we start here. We play game 1, and I remember this being super fast. So I'm going to slow roll it for my opening hand so I don't quick pass it, and then I'll turbo it. Alright, so look at the 7. I did keep this because we have it's not the best hand in the world, but we have a Plow. I am going to Zia for Dryad Arbor. We have a turn 2 Knight. We have an Ooze. This is kind of like a Malta 6, but we have Knight, which means our Knight only needs to untap once to go get state steps. So anyways, let's see how this one goes. We're just going to turbo this through. Yep, getting Savannah. Because if I get Force, then my Heath gets Wasteland or whatever. I don't have white. He suspends Ancestral Vision. I'm just going to slam this Knight. I don't see days coming out of an Ancestral Vision deck. But whatever. We could Wasteland him there, but he just suspended another Ancestral Vision. which means I don't really want to play this game much longer. So I'm just gonna make a 20/20. I've already established he's probably on Shardless Bug, because, you know, 2 Ancestral Vision and a Creeping Tar Pit. And I really fail to see how this deck is beating a Merit Lage. And he could have had Wasteland, so I did on my main phase. Sorry if I'm talking too fast. This speed up is super fast. So he cascaded into Abrupt Decay. I don't know what he could have hit. Maybe he has some rando BAM spell. But yeah, that's game 1. Hit the X. Going to game 2. How did I board? Oh boy. Now I have to remember how I sideboarded. Oh, dude, I don't even remember. Oh, this is a terrible idea. Okay, oh. Wait, I said way too fast. Sorry. This is gonna be a junky video. I mulliganed the 7, but we didn't get to see what the 7 was, so I didn't get to talk about it. So yeah, just no green mana and only Wasteland Karakas as my only lands. The hand's like not the worst hand I've ever seen. Like, you have a Stoneforge or a Thalia you could play, but I'm just gonna mull this. See if I can get something better. Mull to 6, this is much better. Put back one of the extra Verdant Catacombs. We have 2 fetches, a Wasteland, Noble Stoneforge Knight. So we'll just go play our Noble Hierarch here. We have the luxury of getting our basic forest. I don't think I'm going to get Blood Moon or whatever, but Shardless, I think, has played Wasteland before. I don't know if they still do. I am just getting my Scrubland now, though, because I have a bunch of Nobles and a Knight. I Stoneforge for Batterskull here, because it makes the Stoneforge a threat that he actually wants to kill, which is 1 less removal spell for the Knight. Plus I have a boatload of mana, so I can just get to the point of casting it. And like I said, he Assassin Trophies the Stoneforge, so it's 1 less trophy for this Knight of the Reliquary. So we Wasteland him, play our Knight, play Bird. We actually end up not playing Noble Hierarch. 1, we get to attack for 2, which isn't the biggest deal in the world, but like my Plague Engineer senses were going off here. I just didn't want to throw another card under the bus, or a Toxic Deluge or whatever. But he ended up playing Liliana, which benefit, like I didn't see Liliana the Veil coming here, like tick up, which would have made me discard Batterskull. And that wasn't me being smart. That was me playing around Toxic Deluge. But I get my Batterskull forced anyways. And I'm just going to start Wastelanding him. Bird could have hit him, which would have actually turned off his fetch, because Knight could just clock him for 10 damage. But I'm content just hitting Liliana for 2. And then Knight would honestly just Wasteland him again next turn if I could. But he scoops. Yeah, so that's round 1. 2-0. Neither Reliquary busted card. So 1-0 so far in our league. This is round 2. And again, just gonna slow roll. Okay, viewers at home, is this a spicy mulligan? I don't know, it's pretty good. We have a, yeah, okay, it's a mulligan. I'm not gonna... Alright, and this is a keep. We have the turn 2 kill against Storm right here, buddy. I think I put back the plains. Yes, my memory is good. And yep, I don't have a 1-drop, so I'm just going to Wasteland him. This lets me have another try at a 1-drop. And yeah, he just misses his land drop. Sorry about the cough. But yeah, that's just a bit of a free roll. And if I had a 1-drop, I'd have to think about it a bit more. But yeah, I play Gaddock Teeg, it gets forced. This makes me know, almost without a doubt, he's show and tell. Because, Volk cantrips force. Like, he could have been Storm before, but Forcible, they don't play that one. And yeah, Basic Island Lotus Petal. This is most definitely Storm. So we play our Knight, doesn't get countered. He would have to use a Lotus Petal to force it or whatever. We're threatening Merit Lage in like 2 turns to hit him. But we just have Knight for Karakas, so you'd have to have like the nuts. Like Ancient Tomb, into Omniscience, cast Emrakul. Hit us, but we sack 6 things. Knight's huge. Get Karakas. Oh, I guess get Karakas, pick it up, would it be? So yeah, that'd be good. But he obviously didn't have anything close to that because he just conceded. So anyways, that's game 1. And spoiler alert, we win in 2. I just realized that's a bit of a spoiler. Okay, do we keep this hand? I actually had to tank a bit. but I did keep this hand. We do have a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Into turn 2 Thalia if we draw land. If we don't, we have Noble Hierarch. Oh, sorry. I didn't even hit the play button. Alright, so he plays a Ponder. Yeah, and I do draw the land here, but I'm just going to go get my Bayou and Thoughtseize him. And we take the show and tell. And I think our opponent multi-5 this game. Yep, because we do the second land, we get to play Thalia. Brainstorm's a response. I don't think he has much. Fetch a mountain in response. Ooh, Ancient Tomb. I guess all the tension's gone because we already know I win this game, but come on, man. We can still lose. You could draw something nuts right now. Two mana, 2 life, preordain. Or I guess 3 mana, but one just floated forever. I'm trying to think why I didn't cast a Noble or a Stoneforge here. With my 2 Noble Hierarch mana. Yeah, he's just dead here. This is 8 damage. Because, you know, 6 from the Exalted. And then Sword Trigger 2, you're dead. So, I think our opponent got pretty unlucky that match, but another 2-0 for us. So, 2-0, 2-0. Ignore the numbers. I know you can read the record, but try not to spoil yourself. You gotta find a better way to do this. Oh yeah, this is our 7. This is game 1. I'm pretty sure I mulligan this. Yeah, I do. Oh, that's tempting. This one's a keep, and I ship back the Qasali Pridemage. Yeah. And knowing, if I knew I would have drawn another knight, I would have put the knight back. I get my Zenith spell pierced. This kind of sucks. I was thinking of playing Zenith there, because it's going to suck now into Thalia, but I'd rather just play my Thalia. And instead of a 3rd land, I draw a 3rd knight. But I get to Zenith for a dork anyways. Get my Dryad Arbor. I think he Thoughtseizes me. Oh, no, never mind. It's the snow deck. So at this point in the game, I'm just terrified of like a Renin 6 coming into play or something. Yeah, here I get Thoughtseize. Takes the plow because it's the only superfluous card, and it also blinks out his flyer. And I just pass, because Marriage. They could have Wasteland, but come on, it's already a 4-color deck. I guess I actually haven't seen red yet, but this deck has to play Renin 6, right? I didn't main phase this Dark Depths, though, the main reason, because he could have had Jace the Mind Sculptor, and that'd suck. It still sucks here, but at least I killed the Icepin Coatl. And yeah, get to Zenith for 1. And Knight gets to attack 2 because the Icepin Coatl has to block Marriage, so he takes 7. I don't want to waste on him because he has Leovold in play, plus already a bunch of mana. And he dies, he doesn't have any way to beat Thick Large. Alright, that's game 1, right? Yeah, so game 2. Also, sorry if this is like the worst video of your entire life. By the way, this is a Sneep keep. Dark Depths, it kind of feels like a mulligan, but again, you're just a stage away from just killing somebody. So it's fine. I don't mind seeing it that much, actually. I'd rather see this than Dryad Arbor. And we have turn 2 on bird. Turn 2, I either Wasteland you and do nothing, or play my knight. So I play the Birds of Paradise. And I was, again, terrified of Renin 6, but I got Abrupt Decay. That's much better. I decided to Wasteland instead of playing my Thalia. Can I tell you the reasoning of that? No, I cannot. Yeah, didn't play the Karakas because I was just gonna play Knight anyway, so might as well hide Karakas. My poor Knight's a 2/2, so maybe I should just play Karakas because I have the Knight fetch to pump my Knight, but that's whatever. Yeah, I got super confused on this attack here, and then he was playing ninjas. I was like, oh, he's ninjas the whole time. Maybe he just doesn't actually have red in his deck. But, and again, here I just made the Merit Lage, because he couldn't really have Jace. Unless, yeah, not even Ancient Tomb's good enough. But again, we get to swing with both, because he has to block the Merit Lage, play another Knight, the Ninja doesn't get to go through. Brainstorm, concede. So a lot of people play Gaia's Cradle in the spot of Stage Depths. Oh, I guess Stage. I have Depths in the place of a spell, usually short of Light and Shadow. But like this card, especially right now, I think it's just busted. Like your opponent just wants to draw cards all day. And this card really punishes that. I'm not playing any like Sylvan Library or Tireless Tracker or anything. My card advantage plays to the board. It's just like I have Plague Engineers in the board, and I have sorry. I also have 4 Stoneforge is my like type of card advantage. I know you can't see my finger quotes, but it's just, you know, card advantage that's also killing them. Whereas Tireless Tracker, true, it's a big creature, it kills them too, but you have to like tap 2 mana just to draw cards, taking time off from deploying threats and stuff, which Cradle would help with. Think about Cradle, like your guys are gonna die a lot, and I lost my train of thought. Oh my god. Yeah, you guys are gonna die a lot. It's just gonna be like glorified forest a lot of the time. I don't mean to like trash talk the card a lot. I think it's good. I just Stage Depth bails you out of games you shouldn't be winning. So anyways, we're here. Spoiler alert. There's 3 games this time. So let's go to my opening hand. And I think I mull this. Yeah, I mull this because it's like 2 spells. And then I think I end up wishing I kept it. Yes. So I end up keeping this. Because it's like, again, 4 lands. But hey, good against combo, good against not combo, YOLO. And I use this as like, oh man, I really wish I was just playing Wasteland in my hand. Like the first hand had a Wasteland and a Knight. And I traded it for a Thalia and a Stoneforge. Oop. So yeah, I go get Batterskull. And he's just going to town. And I'm like, yep. I got Batterskull because it's the only one that doesn't get mucked by Karn. We don't have Ouphe in our main deck. It's in the sideboard, so this kind of hurts. And Karn, the Great Creator, is activating. He can't just go get Lattice and kill us, because Batterskull would just go kill Karn. But now he has a blocker for our Batterskull, which really sucks. It also doesn't let us gain this for life. But we do have Zenith for Pridemage, which has to go kill Ensnaring Bridge so we can attack. Which is going to pop the... yeah. So Karn's going to go take 1. They're both going at Karn. And he plays Ugin the Ineffable. That card cannot be F'd, no matter how many dates you take it on. And we just have some Thalias, and I just give up at this point. He has no cards in hand. I have some Thalias. I guess I could have drew my card with Horizon Canopy, see what I got first, but I don't want to play this game. Our Pridemage is gone. We don't have like Renegade Rallier or another Pridemage or anything, so this bridge is just staying in play. It's not like we're cold to bridge. Noble Hierarch actually like dumpsters that card, but he has Ugin in play and stuff, so yeah, I don't feel like no deal. So yeah, we lose that one. Spoiler alert for how the rest of the match went, I guess. Maybe I'll write up how I sideboarded later. And if I say later, I guess it's never happening. I mull this, right? Yeah, you have to. Yeah, no. God, I don't even remember. No, I keep this. Sorry, I'm tired. I also did this league yesterday. I'm just like trying to remember. Drew a land, so you know we're always better lucky than good. Oh, I think I kept just because it's like, oh, I can have an Ouphe if he has a bunch of artifact matter. But instead I just go get Gaddock Teeg, which is also the nuts against this deck. He spyglasses me, names Wasteland. That's a really good name. I draw Superfluous Thalias again. Canopy, hit the nut into Ouphe. He concedes. I think, I don't know, kind of early. I don't know, maybe he just doesn't play Ulamog or whatever, because he's pretty close to casting that card. This is 9 mana right here. And Gaddock Teeg doesn't stop Ulamog or whatever. 2-turn clock, so he could have saw one more card. But I don't know. So game 3, I kind of just ran him over that game with a bunch of 2-drops. Alright, so he's on the play. Do I mull? I think I mull this, right? Yeah, the hand's way too slow. Keep this. We have a turn 2 Knight. He just names our Knight Reliquary. I wish I just top deck Wasteland here, because that'd be the sick business. And he plays Karn, Scion of Urza. I just gotta play my Knight. Drew Abrupt Decay, because we're sick like that, so we have to go fetch our Black Source. I don't think that deck plays Wasteland anyways, because they name it all the time. No Chump here. And we can't make Dark Depths, because we have to decay this Needle. He sacks his Scion to play another one. I block, get to decay that, grow my guy past. Pass, this is Dark Depths territory. I don't know why he's casting like a Thran Dynamo first. And I make some spaghetti. I just want to point out how good this card is. Merit Lage. Like, how many games have ended with just Merit Lage in play? So that's that match. That's the only game I won. I lost in this whole league. I mean, I guess I could lose my final match, but you already know I don't. Ooh. I win the die roll. Of course I'll play first. And I keep this. It's only a 2-lander, but you can never say no to the turn 2 Thalia Wasteland, even if the Batterskull looks kind of out of place. And we have 2 Thalias to protect from Wasteland if it's a combo matchup. And he just goes Delta Pass. So I'm going to hide the fact I have Wasteland, play my Thalia, hit him for 1. I totally would have played the Wasteland if I didn't draw the planes, by the way. He therapies himself, taking Grizzlebrand. And I have to prove to the people of Reddit that Grizzlebrand doesn't need to be banned, that you can actually just beat it with the Swords to Plowshares. Thalia does a lot of work in helping that case. Can't cast Batterskull here because I don't have 6 mana because I have Thalia. So I'm just smashing in. He exhumes, gets back Grizzlebrand, goes to 4. And he have to make a decision of... I let him just look at my hand and no Plow Rider because I have 2. And he have to think about Plow and End Step. I decide not to, because I could draw Karakas. If I do, he's just dead. Because he was at 3. But I don't, so I Plow now. If I plowed on End Step and drew a 6th land, I could have both played Plow and cast the Batterskull. But yeah. He gets back Chancellor of the Annex. I play a stage. I have to pass. But I already have... Sorry. I already have, like, in-play way to beat this Chancellor of the Annex just with my Stoneforge, and, yeah, the Stoneforge. And again, I couldn't cast Sword last turn, because it'd be 4 mana, and thankfully Stoneforge and Thalia play really well together. I was thinking of equipping the Batterskull to the Thalia, but that'd be putting too many eggs in one basket, and this lets me sneak my Thalia and Dryad Arbor past. He lootings and scoops him up. And final game of the league, which, spoiler alert, I did 5-0. And this is our opening hand, and we sneep this. This is a great hand. He revealed Chancellor. I don't know if you saw it, But this, I was playing Tormod's Crypt for a bit, or sorry, I was playing Nile Spellbomb for a bit, and I'm so glad I switched over to Tormod's Crypt, because we just stole that Chancellor trigger. And Crypt is really good because it beats their discard. So he dumped 2 fatties in his yard. We play a Thalia. He has a lot of mana. Unmasking us takes our Thoughtseize. We Wasteland him, play our Noble. In for 3. Plans of Knight of Autumning this Lotus Petal on the horizon. We could save it for Animate Dead, but we already have... I decided to play the Mother first. But Knight of Autumn could be saved for an Animate Dead, but we already have a Crypt and a Plow. So I'm just going to Knight of Autumn this Lotus Petal. Don't tap the Canopy, just save the 1 life. Hit him for 3 again. You know, classic Coyote versus Wolf matchup. Except I have the Wolf Archon, so I don't even know what's happening. Another Petal. I could Zenith for Pridemage. Kill that next turn, but I'm just going to go grab Scavenging Ooze. Because I still have Crypt in play. If I get to untap with Ooze, probably just dead. Could play a Grave Titan, but we have just Mom past the Grave Titan. And he tries to Exhume. Finally pop the Crypt, and there's the league. Thank you guys for watching. Score screen pops up. I get all the treasure chests. You guys want me to open them, and then I don't open them. That's how it ends. Pretender is just a normal league. Okay. And good night, I guess.